I've worked with some of the biggest creators on YouTube, and if there's one thing I've learned, the ones who grow the fastest are the ones who never run out of great ideas. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple ways to guarantee you'll have ideas that grow your channel and drive leads to your business. Because if you don't fix this, you're going to stay stuck in that video planning stage, not uploading, or you're just going to be putting out ideas that no one actually wants to see. Now, most creators and business owners make the same 3 excuses for either not starting on YouTube or not publishing consistently. And those are that they say, I don't know what videos to make, I'm not an expert, or I haven't found my niche yet. And because of those excuses, they stay stuck while their competitors steal their audience's attention, build trust with them, and then win the business that could have been theirs. And so here's the truth. You already have everything you need to have great video ideas and great valuable content. If you solved a problem in the past, if you've built a skill, or if you figured something out in the past 2 years, then you're already ahead of millions of people who are still stuck. 2 years ago, you couldn't generate leads on LinkedIn. Now you've cracked the code, and to someone still struggling, you're the expert. 2 years ago, you knew nothing about Instagram. Now you've uploaded 200 posts and you have 100,000 followers. To someone at 0, you're the expert. 2 years ago, you wasted money on Meta ads. Now you've built an organic sales engine. To someone who is burning cash, you're the expert. No matter what you do, whatever your skill is, whatever your niche is, pretty much anything you've experienced, learned, or overcome makes you the perfect guide to someone a few steps behind you. One of the phrases that Ali Abdaal always used to say in the office when I worked with him was, I want to be seen as a guide, not a guru. And this is a phrase that I loved the first time I heard it. I say it to all of my clients when they're kind of getting stuck in their head, in that stop feeling like you have to be, the perfect expert who knows the ins and outs of absolutely everything. Just see yourself as the guide, the person who's 1 or 2 chapters ahead of your audience, and you're just giving them the information that you wish you would have known sooner that would get you to where you are today, an accelerated pace. That's all you have to do. And so just think about that. What are some things that you've done over the last 2 years that you could help people with? You don't really have to overthink this. Make videos for your younger self. And it doesn't even need to be, the person who you were 2 years ago. It could have been 5 years, 10 years, just someone who's having the problem that you've already solved. If you can do that consistently on YouTube, you end up becoming the go-to authority because people just know that you're ahead of them and you've consistently solved their biggest problems for them. And so being able to understand that you're now creating content for your younger self, that single mindset shift, it really destroys the first 2 faulty beliefs of, I don't know what to make and I'm not an expert enough. And that third faulty belief of, I need to have my niche figured out, that's effectively solved just by publishing more videos. And that takes me to my second lesson here, is that volume beats stagnation. Most people on YouTube upload inconsistently because they effectively run out of ideas. And if we did some quick math here, if you're getting, let's say 10,000 views per video, but you're only uploading 2 videos per month, that's 20k views total. But if you use the 2-year test and you throw out some videos that would have helped you from 2 years ago, that might allow you to get those 4 videos out per month. And if you continue to get those 10k views that you get as a baseline, that now doubles to 40,000 views. And so more videos just means more chances for one of your videos to break out and for even more leads to land on your landing page. To get good at YouTube, the reps matter. So you really need to be uploading more frequently, because that compounds faster than if you were trying to make the perfect video. You will drastically shorten that feedback loop as well. So you can actually not only refine your video idea selection better, but you'll be able to start working on what is actually a good title and thumbnail for your audience. What do they actually click on? How can I write better hooks that keep people watching past the first 5 seconds? And so much more. Ultimately, you need to be uploading more to learn what your audience actually wants from you, and that can only happen if you solve your video idea pipeline. So ask yourself these questions. Number 1, what did your younger self keep failing at that you can now do on autopilot? And then the second is, what belief did you hold that turned out to be false, and what proof shattered it, and what were the growth results after you removed that limiting belief? And then the third question is, what system or tool do you use now that completely changed how you operate? Those 3 questions are going to suddenly mean that you have at least 12 new video ideas to work on. And you can just pop those out and then come back to these questions again. And there are probably dozens of variations on those questions of how can I help the person from 2 years ago or 5 years ago. And the best thing is you're constantly learning new stuff anyway. So you're always going to have these new video ideas. You just need to look at it through the lens of helping your younger self, as opposed to trying to be the expert and providing value for like your peers, as an example. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of creators who are in the education space, they have the curse of knowledge. They think that everyone knows what they know. And I myself have suffered with this. Sometimes I'm writing the most basic script and I'm like, oh, no one's going to watch this. This is just stupid. Like, no one's going to get value from this because it's way too basic. And then I put it out and then people are like, whoa, I never thought of it that way before. But to me, it was the most common sense thing that I could have said. And actually all of the intermediate and advanced YouTube stuff that I know barely makes it onto this YouTube channel because it's too advanced. I just need to talk about the basics because that's where people are currently at. That's where they're struggling. And so this is just something that we all have, is the curse of knowledge. You just need to pop that content out there and you'll start to see in your comments the stuff that people really want more from you. And that's only going to happen if you shorten that feedback loop. So please journal on those questions and then just start putting that content out. By the way, if you want to book a free 15-minute call with me to see if I can help you grow your YouTube channel, click the top link in the description and I'll do a completely free channel audit to show you where your biggest bottleneck is and how we could solve it together. The third lesson here is to post, measure, and then double down. I think one of the big mistakes that a lot of creators make is the famous word of what is your niche. What is your niche? People get stuck there for years before they start uploading, and even when they do upload, they still stress over this. And I've met big YouTubers who have 1 million subs and they're still thinking, what is my niche? What do people actually want from me? And they don't know. And the key thing here is you don't find your niche in your head, you find it on the platform, right? So stop trying to plan this out and brainstorm and just trying to figure out what is it that people actually want. Ask them, the community tab, put out the video, see what's performing, and you'll find your niche on the platform because every upload is effectively data. Okay, you're going to be able to see not only which videos are getting you views, but if you start tracking your link clicks to your product page, you can actually start to see what videos people are watching and then converting on. My big recommendation to people is just go and get link tracking and add UTMs and put that in all of your descriptions and pinned comments so you can see which videos are driving people to go and start purchasing your products, because you might find that actually the video ideas that are maybe a little bit more niche and you might get you only 5,000 views instead of 50,000 views are the ones that convert the most. But you don't know that unless you actually track the data, and a lot of people just don't do this. It always surprises me, even big creators who logically understand, yes, I should be tracking my links, they still don't do it. The second that they do, YouTube, it actually becomes a lot easier, especially the video ideation phase, because you have a list of things to do and a list of things not to do. And so you should just be tracking these on a Google spreadsheet to start out with, because keeping it simple is going to mean that you stick with it. You can obviously go and get fancy later on, but which video get high amounts of views and high average view duration is just a clear way for YouTube to show you what's resonating with your audience on the actual platform. And then if you can cross-reference that with the amount of link clicks that you're getting and ideally conversions, that allows you to double down on the winners and just cut the losers. So you're not making the videos that people look like they want to watch, but actually they don't care for and they don't convert viewers into buyers. And this really is just going to allow you to solve that limited belief of I don't have my niche yet, or what is my niche, as that belief basically is going to hold you back. And the only way you get over that and actually find out what your niche is and what people want from you is by making, measuring, and iterating on your content. So this is my public service announcement to please stop overthinking. If you really want to grow your channel, don't wait until you feel ready. Make sure that the videos that you're uploading are for your past self and what they desperately wanted. And that's how you're never going to run out of video ideas. And it's how you'll turn YouTube into a real driver for your business, because they'll see you as the authority. They'll see you as the person who solved those problems. And if you package that in a really nice and neat way in a course or through coaching or consulting or something like that, people are naturally going to take that step and book a call with you, or just immediately purchase it after getting immediate value from you. If you want to see how to get more views on your videos, which you can then convert into paying customers, you can click this video right here where I show you how I build up a client's channel.